Hello, Namaskar and a very good evening to all the viewers watching this session. This is Simran Singh and you are all watching us on PM eVidya channel number 6 to 12. A very warm welcome to our viewers in NCERT's live interactive session. You can also connect with us through different mediums and one of them is our YouTube channel that you all know, it's NCERT Official. So it's around 4 p.m. on your watch and regularly from 4 p.m. till 5 p.m. we come up with our special sessions for all of you to enhance your understanding about diverse fields, diverse topics, and here we come up with certain topics that may enrich your classroom scenario. So today we are going to discuss about the digital initiatives in education by states and union territories and autonomous organization. And today the state that has joined with us in order to share the initiatives that they have undertaken in the classrooms in their states, that is the West Bengal. And the experts joining with us in the conversation are Mr. Samit Basu. Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar.
Good evening. A very warm welcome in the session. Sir is 18 computer, serving at DIET Murshidabad, has joined in from West Bengal. Then we also have another esteemed panelist in the conversation, Mr. Subhadeep Maiti. Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar, ma'am.
Good evening. Welcome to you as well. Sir is 18 statistics from DIET Bankura, has also joined in from West Bengal. And viewers, you know that throughout our live interactive session, we would love to have your queries, your questions in the comment section of NCERT Official. Besides, you can also share your feedback with us or any doubts if you have in mind through this contact number that is flashing on your screens. So kindly give us a call at 8800440559. Besides, we also have a help desk mail ID for all of you. So feel free to write down to us at training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in. Very quickly going through today's topic, that is the digital initiatives in education undertaken by the state of West Bengal. So in the first place, let's begin this conversation with Samit sir. Sir, I request you to please apprise our viewers about the initiatives that have been taken by the state of West Bengal.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Simranji. A very good afternoon and namaskar to all our viewers. We are grateful to CIET and CERT for giving us this wonderful opportunity to speak on behalf of West Bengal. We are thankful to the Department of School Education and Commissioner of School Education for providing us the necessary inputs for preparing this presentation. Our special thanks to Dr. Chanda Ray, Director SCRT West Bengal, and Mr. Gautam Bhattacharya, Senior Official SCRT West Bengal, for their continuous support and necessary inputs throughout our effort. Let's begin our presentation. Today, we present the digital initiatives as taken by the government of West Bengal through its various organizations in the field of school education in West Bengal. Here, we present an outline of the content of this presentation, which will span across, starting from an overview of the education system, key initiatives delivered through digital platform, with a particular stress on initiatives taken during COVID-19 pandemic period, where the formal offline delivery modes had remained suspended to different phases. We have also provided glimpses of such digital initiatives by including ebooks, video clips, URL, etc. The presentation is finally concluded by mentioning a few digital facilities that have been are being used for education. A overview of education system in West Bengal. Here we present a concept map on the organogram of school education department in our state of West Bengal, where the flow diagram represents the hierarchy and workflow of various activities of this department. We have also incorporated various stakeholders who are at the delivery ends at their respective levels of stages of education. Also, we have shown different beneficiaries at the respective levels through this concept map. From concept map, here we can say that the school education department is the highest level and it works through its different stakeholders like CSC West Bengal, boards and councils, Paschim Bongo Samagra Shiksha Mission and also SCRT West Bengal. All the digital contents we have and which was used during the pandemic was developed by these organizations. The digital contents are stored in repositories like Bangla Shiksha portal, SCRT web portal and some other portals are also there. Digital contents means we mainly focus on e-contents. The e-contents may be some video lectures, some video tutorials, some kind of e-books, and there, if we want to put our attention to the beneficiaries of this content, who are the beneficiaries in our state? The learners, the teachers, and also administrators are there. Learners means we are focusing on primary students, upper primary students, higher secondary students, and also pre-service teachers who are DLA trainees in our state. So please next slide. Here, the profile of the school education system has been attempted to be shown in a snapshot table. I think the table is quite visible. So, this table reveals that how large the government school system in West Bengal is. A cursory glance at the highlighted figure in the table shows that as high as above 83,000 government schools are providing education to an enrollment to nearly 1.6 crore learners through above 4.7 lakh teachers. It is a huge effort. Really, it is a huge effort. So we may appreciate the fact that in order to make any provision for the government school education system, a huge resource involvement is imperative. In this slide, we actually try to show the management-wise number of schools. There is a graphical representation of the data shared in the previous slide. Here, a further segregation of government schools has been made to highlight the number of SSK and MSK in our state. So, from this slide, we are getting that more than 63,000 schools are there under education department, and more than 17,500 schools under SSK and MSK. Other government schools are there, and more than 11,000 schools are there from private sector. So total 95,258 schools are there. In continuation to above, the management-wise enrollment is represented in this graph. Here also enrollment in SSK and MSK can be viewed separately. Here, we can see the table of number of schools medium-wise. We would like to draw the attention of the viewers to the fact that as many as 8 different media of schools, considering all types of management, are running in West Bengal. We would like to flag the issue here that the percentages for the medium like Telugu, Oriya, etc., which are displayed as 0 in the chart here, are basically representing very small figures in the order of 10 to the power minus 4. Hence, such percentages are graphically shown as 0, though numerically they are non-zero quantities as depicted in the figure. Here, we have presented the infrastructure facilities available in all schools. It is quite surprising that almost 10% schools, starting from primary, then upper primary, then secondary, and then higher secondary, has facilities of drinking water. So for electricity, and for HS level schools, we have over 99.5% schools which has electricity. to underscore the fact that the average PTR across all the stages of education in West Bengal schools, it may be noted here that the PTR in all respective stages are in keeping with the norms mandated by RP 2009. Now, we would like to move on the key initiatives taken in digital education in West Bengal. From this onward, I would like to give baton to Mr. Shubhadeep to carry on.
Thank you, Sumit. Now let's start with the key initiatives in digital education under Government of West Bengal. At first, here we present the key functionaries in the government with the respective areas of deliverance in provisioning of digital initiatives in school education in our state. Now let's look at the slide where we first show the administrator initiated initiatives. These are different digital infrastructure, capacity building on digital education, distribution of devices, and also TV slots for live online classes. Now, the teacher education institution or organization initiated initiatives, digital initiatives, are creation and curation of digital content, and finally, teacher training or orientation through online mode. Now here, we present the key beneficiaries in the state of West Bengal who are being served at different strata by the digital initiatives in school education in our state. The administrator-oriented digital initiatives includes eHRMS mobile app, the N-Paridarshan mobile app, Midday Meal mobile app, and various social media platforms. Here, briefly, I describe these mobile apps. First of all, the eHRMS mobile app. eHRMS or Electronic Human Resource Management System is a smartphone app for salary management of teachers in primary and secondary schools run by the government of West Bengal. The objective of eHRMS is to deal with financial as well as human resource management system for grant team aid employees under School Education Department, Government of West Bengal. The eHRMS mobile application has been developed with a mission to provide an easy access to employees to various important services related to HRMS, including monthly and annual pay statements, provident fund statements, and various other notifications. Here we want to mention the key features of this app, which are OTP-based authentication for login, employee dashboard, employee profiles, generation of monthly and yearly pay slips, and particularly this mobile app is synchronized with the IO SMS portal under Department of School Education, Government of West Bengal. Here, let us watch a very small video clip of this eHRMS mobile app.
West Bengal School Education Department launches a unique mobile app for teaching and non-teaching employees of primary and secondary schools. The eHRMS mobile app ensures easy access to employees to various important services related to human resource management, like generation of monthly payslip, annual salary statements, and many more. Real-time access to HRMS data. eHRMS mobile app. Access at a glance in a transparent manner.
Now let's come to the MParidarshan mobile app. It is basically a school inspection app. Here the main features of this mobile app are facility for uploading inspection reports for school inspectors. They may be the SIS, AIS or DIS, that is the sub-inspectors and district inspectors of schools and other departmental officials. Basic details of the school will be auto-populated in the inspection form. History of inspection of the school will be available to the inspectors for reference. Rating may be generated based on inspection reports. Here in the app, we have provisions for uploading relevant pictures related to schools inspected, and also location details during inspection will be auto-captured. Let's watch a small clippings of MParidarshan mobile app.
West Bengal School Education Department launches a unique mobile app for online monitoring and inspection of schools to make the social monitoring system digital and paperless. Inspection report can be stored even if there is no network in the mobile device. Facilitates planning and decision making. Efficient monitoring of policy implementation. Status of school infrastructure may be cross-checked. Mobile app for online monitoring and inspection of schools in a transparent manner.
We also have the Midday Meal mobile app, WBMTMS. This app is developed by School Education Department to monitor the midday meal scheme performance by collecting various information from school end from registered mobile numbers on daily basis. The key features of this mobile app are facilities for uploading inspection reports for officials as well as citizens. Inspection reports can be stored even if there is no network available in the mobile device during inspection. And when the network is available, the report will be automatically synchronized with the server. Basic details of the school will be auto-populated in the inspection form. History of inspection of the school will be available to the inspectors for reference, and there are provisions for uploading relevant features related to midday meal. Location details during inspection will be auto-captured. The inspection reports will be synchronized with the automated daily monitoring system database, and reconciliation may be done accordingly.
West Bengal School Education Department launches a unique mobile app for midday meal inspection at a glance. 83,800 schools are under the scheme. 1 crore 15 lakh students are covered. Provisions for uploading relevant details. Location details during inspection will be auto-captured. Feedback from common public and guardians can be collected online. Midday meal mobile app for quality check in a transparent manner.
Now we come to teacher-oriented digital initiatives. We have the Bangla Shiksha mobile app here. It's a wonderful mobile app, and the students, the teachers, the higher level officials all have separate logins and access to this mobile app, and it can be used for various purposes. The key features of this Bangla Shiksha mobile app are there is a provision of class plan completion status as well schedule of the day. Teacher can view class routine and put attendance of students through this app. Student can ask query to a teacher, and teacher can send feedback to the students. Students can get the exam schedule as well as home assignment information. Students can view notices as well as self-profile information through this wonderful app. Students can also interact with teachers for clearing their doubts and any other issues. Let's look at the
West Bengal School Education Department launches a unique mobile app both for teachers and students for having easy access to day-to-day learning and schoolwork. The dashboard shows frequently used applications like students' profile, attendance, class plan, class routine, event calendar, home task, exam schedule, question bank, teacher-students mobile app, day-to-day learning and schoolwork at a glance in a transparent manner.
Now, if we come to the student-oriented digital initiatives, definitely the first will be the Bangla Shiksha mobile app. The student can use it. There is also a career portal in the Bangla Shiksha portal. There is a student credit card and there is Toruneshwar. No? Let's discuss briefly this student-oriented digital initiatives. We have already mentioned the Bangla Shiksha mobile app. Now, we come to the career portal. This career portal is a wonderful thing. Here, the students can have their own login and password, and they can, after entering to the portal, they have they can find lots of career options there, and also they can consult with experts, and there are also many scholarships options there. So it's a wonderful mobile app. Now let's come to the student credit card. Student credit card scheme has been launched for a brighter future in education sector, and lots of benefits are there. Education loan up to ₹10 lakh at nominal simple interest. The loan covers course fee, hostel fee, and other educational expenses. Students can apply for this loan at any time during the tenure of their course, and repayment period of 15 years for all the loans. Now let's come to Toruneshwar. No, it's in English it means dream of the youth. Through this scheme, actually, class 12 students of West Bengal were provided ₹10,000 to buy digital devices like tablets, smartphones, PCs, etc. It's a wonderful scheme, and so far about 4 lakhs of students have been given an amount of 10,000 rupees each. Now let's come to parent or community member oriented initiatives. There is also Bangla Shiksha mobile app, and there is a parent login there, and they can also use it. And also virtually connection to parents are there through social media and WhatsApp. Now let's come the digital initiatives taken during COVID-19 pandemic situation.
Of course, sir. You are sharing some of the important details with our viewers. Thank you so much for that. I would just like to take the moment to inform all our viewers that we still have around 20 to 25 minutes left in this conversation. So if you have any queries, any doubts in your mind that you would like to ask to our experts, I think they would be more than happy to take all your questions and would answer all those questions appropriately for all of you. So do write to us in the comment section of NCRE Official, and we'll try to take all your queries in the latest segment of this particular session. Yes, sir, you may proceed.
Thank you, ma'am. Let us now turn our discussion on those initiatives which have been taken particularly during the closures in different phases while COVID-19 pandemic was raging the country. The COVID-19 pandemic threw up a big challenge, and the school education system has tried its best to adapt the situation. The importance of e-learning has been understood even more clearly now, and it is imperative that the adoption of technology continues with the learning needs of the students with equity for the long run. Now, the action taken for addressing the learning loss of children during the COVID-19 pandemic situation. Here the initiatives are live classroom in television, Bangla Shiksha classroom, remote learning for the students of class 6 to 12, live telecast for all subjects on 3 leading Bengali news channels were organized, and in total 297 sessions were conducted in 2021 and 22. It is worth mentionable here that the videography of those classroom sessions have been uploaded in the Bangla Shiksha portal. Also, there are some audio-visual learning videos developed and uploaded for facilitating the learning process of the students' classes 5 to 12, and 117 such videos were uploaded in the Bangla Shiksha portal. There is a wonderful initiative called Bangla Shikha Durobhashe, that is support over telephone. Dedicated toll-free telephone numbers for classes 5 to 12 are there, and the students can connect to clear their doubts and receive guidance from teachers. A total of 4.9 lakhs calls have been received during this period. In order to overcome the problem of overcrowding the channel at a particular time, a class-wise, subject-wise timetable has been prepared and communicated to the students through a process. Based on 4-state IVR menu, student call lands into a teacher of his or her subject and chosen medium of instruction within 75 seconds on an average, and average duration of call 398 seconds. All 6 mediums were supported, that is Bengali, English, Hindi, Urdu, Nepali and Sautali. This Bangla Shikha Durobhashe was launched in 4th August 2020, and it's a grand success. Now let's come to the teacher training through online mode. During the COVID-19 situation, more than 3 lakhs primary and secondary level teachers were trained using various online platforms by several government organizations like the West Bengal Board of Primary Education, West Bengal Board and Council, West Bengal Board of Secondary Education, West Bengal Council of Higher Secondary Education, and State Council of Educational Research and Training. Also, there are orientations on MCQ adaptation system, orientation on adapting multiple choice questions for students' assessment of classes 3, 5, 8 and 10 were conducted for regular classroom proceedings. These orientations were also taken up for preparing students appearing for National Achievement Survey. Also, there are learning through activity tasks. This has been introduced with an aim to continue the uninterrupted learning process amongst the students of class 1 to 10 for long stay at their home during COVID pandemic. The students are being encouraged to carry out those tasks in subject-based exercise book at their home, and during their exercise, they can seek need-based help from the teachers through WhatsApp groups and other social media platforms on one hand, and also from their parents and guardians at large on the other. The state has also initiated a series of webinars on weekends called Ujjivan Chacha, covering areas to provide academic and psychological support for secondary and high secondary students during the COVID-19 pandemic situation. It was a very successful initiative taken by the School Education Department and West Bengal Higher Education Council with the objective to boost up the morals of the student, give them strength to cope up in a better way in this pandemic situation, help them to pursue their dream in higher academic stages, and empower the guardians and teachers to support the students in the best way they can. It is launched live on Zoom platform, Facebook and YouTube, and later archived in Bangla Shiksha portal. More than 40,000 participants per webinar were addressed at. Also, there are bridge course materials developed, specially designed bridge course materials developed to facilitate students to cover learning loss. Materials in all school subjects were made available for learners of classes 1 to 10. 84 bridge course materials were developed under accelerated learning package known as Shikhan Setu. A large number of e-learning materials of all subjects for the students of class 5 to class 12 in audiovisual form uploaded in e-portal, that is in banglashiksha.gov.in. These materials are also accessible through YouTube for continuity of the teaching learning process. Now we say a few words regarding the Bangla Shiksha online. Bangla Shiksha classroom and Bangla Shiksha junior classroom facilitated remote learning through live classes. In television for the students of classes 5 to 12 in different subjects using 3 of the leading news channels. Subject-wise queries of students are being addressed and explained through toll-free number during the live sessions by the expert teachers. Here we have a video clip on this Bangla Shikha online live classes. Let's watch the video.
To teach him discipline. তাই জন্য নিয়ে ওটাকে ছিঁড়ে ফেললেন যে
and at last he told us
ম্যাম একটা ফোন নিয়ে নি তারপরে যদি আবার আলোচনায় আসি। প্রযুক্তা ঘোষ আমাদের সঙ্গে টেলিফোন লাইনে রয়েছে। প্রযুক্তা গুহ আমাদের সঙ্গে টেলিফোন লাইনে রয়েছেন। প্রযুক্তা তোমার কোশ্চেন।
হ্যাঁ ম্যাম, আমার কোশ্চেন হলো হোয়াট ইজ দ্য রোল অফ স্বামীনাথন's ফাদার ইন ফাদার্স হেলথ?
শুনতে থাকো প্রযুক্তা।
Swaminathan, কি বলতে পারি? হ্যাঁ, Swaminathan's father's role is very important in father's health because Swaminathan, as we see, give excuses. It is very important for parents to identify that they do not use the feelings, use their feelings, use their excuses into action. When আমরা এখানে দেখছি স্বামীনাথনের মা কিন্তু is giving indulgence to him by suggesting that yes you may not go to school, but his father on the other hand showed him through a very pleasant way. ওকে কিন্তু ভীষণ বকলো না, ভীষণ কিছু করলো না, but in a very tactful manner he sent Swaminathan to school, and through the whole process Swaminathan realizes that
classes for Madhyamik and higher secondary appearing students have been telecast live for entire weeks on 2 widely watched Bengali television channels, which are News 18 Bangla and Z24 Ghanta. It has been made for examining students of Madhyamik and higher secondary level for all subjects. Elaborative discussion of content, question patterns, and how to answer the questions, etc. are being explained on daily basis on the live classroom session. Moreover, model questions and answers are being uploaded in Bangla Shiksha portal. We have a small video clippings. Let's watch it.
আজকে আমরা গোলক আর লম্ববৃত্তাকার শঙ্কু নিয়ে আলোচনা করব। প্রথমেই যেটা তোমাদেরকে বলবো যে গোলক, এই গোলক তোমরা নামটা হয়তো নতুন শুনছো, কিন্তু জিনিসটা তোমরা আগে দেখেছো। তোমরা যারা ফুটবল খেলতে ভালোবাসো তারা ফুটবল দেখেছো, তো একটা বৃত্ত, সেই বৃত্ত খাতায় এঁকে একটা কার্ডবোর্ডে মেরে সেটাকে অর্ধবৃত্ত করে নিয়ে অর্ধবৃত্তের যে ব্যাস, সেই ব্যাস বরাবর বৃত্তটাকে যদি ঘুরিয়ে দেওয়া যায় তাহলে যে ঘনবস্তুর আকার লাভ করে সেটা দেখতে কিরকম, দেখতে অনেকটা এরকম। এই যে ঘনবস্তু, এটাকে আমরা বলছি গোলক। এখন এই গোলকের একটা ব্যাসার্ধ থাকবে, এই ব্যাসার্ধটা আমরা ধরে নিলাম যে ব্যাসার্ধ হচ্ছে আর। তার আগে এই গোলকটার তল, দেখো এই গোলকটার কোনো সমতল নেই, পুরো গোলকটাই একটা বক্রতল আছে। তাহলে গোলকের তল যদি আমাকে প্রশ্ন করে তাহলে আমার কি উত্তর দিতে হবে? গোলকের একটাই তল এবং সেই তলটা হচ্ছে বক্রতল, এর কিন্তু কোনো সমতল নেই। তো এখন এই যে বক্রতল, এই বক্রতলের ক্ষেত্রফলটা, এই বক্রতলের ক্ষেত্রফলটা আমরা কিভাবে পাবো? এর ব্যাসার্ধ যদি আর হয় তাহলে বক্রতলের ক্ষেত্রফল হচ্ছে 4 পাই আর স্কোয়ার। তোমরা স্ক্রিনে দেখতে পাবে যে বক্রতলের ক্ষেত্রফল 4 পাই আর স্কোয়ার হচ্ছে, এবং সেই বক্রতলের ক্ষেত্রফল 4 পাই আর স্কোয়ারের পরে তোমরা এর আয়তন, মানে এই যে বস্তুটা, এটা যদি ধাতব কোনো বস্তু হয় তাহলে এর ভেতরে ধাতব অংশ কতটা আছে, এর আয়তন, সেই আয়তনটা কি করে পাবো? সেই আয়তনেরও একটা ফর্মুলা আছে। সেই আয়তনের ফর্মুলা হচ্ছে 4/3 পাই আর কিউব। আরটা কিন্তু ওই আগেরই ব্যাসার্ধ আর একক যেটাকে আমরা বলছিলাম, তাহলে এর আয়তন হচ্ছে 4/3 পাই আর কিউব ঘন একক।
We have already mentioned Ujjivan Charcha. Here we have a slide to give some more information on Ujjivan Charcha. The state has also initiated a series of webinars on weekends called Ujjivan Charcha, covering areas to provide academic and psychological support for secondary and high secondary students. The remarkable thing is that we have a viewership of 40 to 50,000 per session achieved, and the delivery format is like that: moderated discussion held with 2 to 3 experts from relevant fields. Here the queries collected from the participants and the same addressed by the speakers during the webinar. Webinars have been organized via video conferencing, and these are live streamed through Facebook Live and YouTube Live, and also these are archived for future reference on Bangla Shiksha portal and School Education Department's Facebook page. Here we can mention some exemplar topics like COVID Kale Shikshatri Mon, Projuktir Byabohar, Sochetona o Sabdhanata, importance of soft skills in life, use of technology in developing learning materials, inclusion of CWSN in schools. We must mention that this type of programs have grand success during the COVID pandemic situations. Here, another very important initiatives we want to mention is the holistic report card. Holistic report cards involving evaluation of the learner through continuous comprehensive evaluation, which are made available on online platform to the learners through the schools. The head of the institution, through his own login in the school management system in Bangla Shiksha portal, can access, generate and download this report card. As an exemplar, one such sample report card is presented in this slide. The report cards contain the details of the continuous and comprehensive evaluation of the student as have been conducted throughout the academic year.
Yes, sir. Before proceeding in the conversation, I would like to inform you that we still have around 10 to 12 minutes left in this session, and we have certain questions from our experts as well. So once we complete discussing the necessary initiatives, then of course we might proceed towards the questions, if you allow me.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. We have already mentioned Torunesh Shapno for the procurement of tablet, PC or smartphone to facilitate uninterrupted continuous studies in online mode. It is nothing but a financial assistance at a rate of ₹10,000, and it was provided to 8.5 lakh students studying in class 12 through this scheme. We have just briefly mentioned the career portal. Here we have some more information regarding the career portal. The government of West Bengal has initiated Pesha Disha, a career portal which provides information to students in grades 8 to 12 on possible career options. There are choices of colleges, vocational institutions, entrance examinations and scholarships. It has been made to be dynamic and kept updated. The portal has been organized in such a manner that a learner can look up for a career domain and find out the eligibility criteria, educational requirements, choices of colleges in different countries and in states that offer the chosen programs or courses, scholarships and fellowships available, different entry points, if any, to that field and various growth prospects and options in that career domain. Information on more than 555 careers, 2.9 lakh courses and more than 24,000 colleges and 1,150 entrance exams and 1,200 scholarships. Information are there. The remarkable thing is that all contents are available in multiple languages, including Bengali, English, Hindi, and others. Now, we come to some glimpses of digital education initiatives. I request my colleague and friend Samit Basu to say and describe these slides under the glimpses of digital education initiatives. Over to Samit Basu.
Thank you, Mr. Shubhodip. The Department of School Education has made available digital e-books for primary, upper primary, secondary and HS stages, which can be seen here through the links. So, we are starting from primary level. Please click the link. Primary level. In our state, they kept this kind of book. The book is Amar Boi. This is for class 1. They kept the book in digital format. It is a PDF version of this book. So we can see it. So these resources are available. And we have provided the link for these resources in the references pages. This is So this book is for class 8 and it belongs to science. So please explore the next one. For higher secondary level, we have Bengali Bhasha Sanskriti, which is for class 11. Thank you. Next slide. So here we place some videos, videos for administrator, for academic purpose, and for general awareness. So please, okay. Sorry.
স্কুল খোলার সময় হলো। স্কুলে যাতে সমস্ত নিয়মাবলী সঠিকভাবে পালন হয় তার দায়িত্ব আপনার কাঁধে।
স্কুলে জল এবং শৌচ ব্যবস্থা নিশ্চিত করা, স্কুল কর্তৃপক্ষের সাথে ব্লক এবং জেলা স্তরে নিয়মিত যোগাযোগ স্থাপন।
নিম্নলিখিত বিষয়গুলি সুনিশ্চিত করুন।
সামাজিক দূরত্ব বিধি মেনে ক্লাসরুমে যাতে বসার ব্যবস্থা হয় তা সুনিশ্চিত করুন।
This kind of videos is for administrative purpose. For academic purpose, for primary level, we have. So this is a video for class.
চৌবাচ্চায় কত জল আছে দেখি। ধরো তোমাদের বাড়িতে একটি চৌবাচ্চা আছে। একদিন সকালে দেখলে চৌবাচ্চাটির 5/7 অংশ জলপূর্ণ আছে। দিনের শেষে 6/14 অংশ জল ভর্তি আছে দেখলে। তাহলে হিসেব করে বলো তো থেকে 6/14 অংশ বাদ দিলেই বুঝে যাব সারাদিনে কত অংশ জল ব্যবহৃত হয়েছে।
Next one, please. This is for secondary level.
জেনে নিতে হবে প্রাণী জগৎ তো তোমরা নিশ্চয়ই বুঝো। এই সেখানে আমি এঁকেছি, এটা হচ্ছে স্নায়ু রজ্জু বা নার্ভ কর্ড বলা হয়। তার ঠিক নিচে এখানে পিঠের দিকেই আরেকটি দেখো এরকম দণ্ড রয়েছে, মানুষ ইত্যাদি। এবার
for higher secondary level, this video belongs to practical examination of HS computer
ক্ষেত্রে আমাদের বেসিক ট্যাক্স এবং সেট অ্যানালাইসিস, তার সঙ্গে সঙ্গে এ হচ্ছে আমাদের টিএইচ হচ্ছে এক একটি রো। যেহেতু এই ট্যাগগুলো হচ্ছে এটার কোডিংটাতে এর উপরে HTML, আমরা প্রথমে এর কোডিং পার্টে যাচ্ছি। প্রথমে সিলেক্ট করে এর উপরে ওপেন উইথ আমাদের কোড, যেখানে আমরা HS20 টাইটেলটা দেখাবে। কি দেখাচ্ছে? HS2022 প্র্যাকটিস।
There are also content for creating general awareness, something like for Psychosocial.
হ্যালো বন্ধুরা, আমার নাম পিকলু। তোমরা কি কখনো ঝোড়ো হাওয়া, ভারী বর্ষা বা ধুলোর অভিজ্ঞতা কোথাও সঞ্চয় করেছো? এটি ঘূর্ণিঝড় হতে পারে। তোমরা কি জানো ঘূর্ণিঝড় অনেক ক্ষতি করে? এতে
Now, here we'd also like to tell you something from the ground of teacher education, which the initiative has been taken during the pandemic. So, from diets, the DLED course are there, and during pandemic, all those courses all those classes have been taken from Google Meet, and during lockdown period there was online assessment also. So we can here give a glimpse of online assessment. So from diet level, the online assessment has been made with the Google form of this kind. So this is a glimpse of that Google form. And the SCRTWB, SCRT West Bengal also created some resources for online repositories during pandemic, which we have showed here.
প্রত্যেকের মুখে মাছ দেখতে পাচ্ছি, একজনের মুখে শুধুমাত্র মাছ দেখতে পাচ্ছি না। যাই হোক, জেনে নাও তোমরা সবাই যে মাস্ক করেছো বা আমাকে করতে হয়েছে, কারোর মুখ দেখতে পাওয়া যাচ্ছে না, আমার মুখও দেখতে পাওয়া যাচ্ছে না। এর কারণ হিসেবে কি তোমাদের মনে হয়? কি কারণ এরকম ধরনের হঠাৎ পরিস্থিতি, সবাইকে মাস্ক করে থাকতে হচ্ছে? কি কারণ?
And there are also initiatives for in-service teachers also during pandemic. We have the glimpse of the video also here.
This is school leadership development.
This is for school SLDP.
বা বন্ডিং গুলো অনেক স্ট্রং হয় এবং আমরা এই ইন্টারনেট থেকে অনেকটা সেফ থাকি, আরো বেশি এফেক্টিভ। এটা হয়তো ততটা এফেক্টিভ আমরা করতে কিন্তু ক্যামেরা দিয়ে। তো এই ক্যামেরা দেওয়ার সময় যে প্রচুর থেকেই যখন মেল আসে, সেটা ডিআই অফিস থেকে হোক বা যে কোনো অফিস থেকে হোক বা স্কুল এডুকেশন ডিপার্টমেন্ট থেকে হোক, যা কিছু
Yeah, sir, you are discussing about certain important details, but I would like to inform you that we have just 2 more minutes to go in this session. I request you to please conclude your words.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, any piece of advice that you would like to share with our viewers, especially about the challenges that you have confronted during COVID-19 and how did you manage to tackle them?
Yes. In West Bengal, as per RT Act, the nodal agencies for school education is primary, secondary, higher secondary, etc. There are 6 boards and councils, which are statutory bodies for the respective stages of education. Hence, everything that has been implemented and displayed during the presentation have been done by the competent authorities in the respective stages. The information shared with us only contains the data which reveals that the state had to implement the entire intervention, keeping in mind nearly 1.5 crore of learners in government system, a huge number of enrollment in government system in West Bengal, calls for massive implementation setup, which can at times prove a challenging task. Mr. Shubhadeep, this is something from the challenges you have faced.
Yes, actually, while implementing such initiatives, the main challenge is how to reach such huge number of students through digital education. For this, digital devices, lack of digital are a problem. Networking problems are there. For lack of digital devices, the government initiated the Toruner Shapno scheme. It is only now it is only for class 12 students, but in the near future it will be implemented for class 8 and secondary level students. And regarding connectivity, the government has taken different initiatives to improve the connectivity, and it was reflected. These are the challenges, madam.
Thank you so much, sir. We would have loved to continue the discussion, but I'm afraid due to paucity of time, I'll have to wrap up this session here itself. But I must say it was a praiseworthy session whenever we talk about the digital initiatives that were undertaken by the state with the help of audios, videos, teacher training, mentoring, and especially one thing that really got into my notice, it was the career portal. Because especially after 11th, 12th, this is the major concern that most of the students face. Now, what to choose and what not to choose. Some students also face this kind of dilemma in or after 10th standard as well. So, I must say that was such a nice session by both of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Namaskar.
Thank you, Samit sir, and thank you, Subhadeep sir, for being a part of this conversation. Thank you to all the viewers for being a part of this particular session. If you have any of the queries, of course, you can write down to us in the comment section of NCRE Official, and we'll try to take all your queries. Now it's time to wrap up this particular session where we were discussing about the digital initiatives in education, and the state that we had today was West Bengal. So our upcoming session is Sahyog, that is guidance for mental well-being and psychosocial support for all the students and viewers watching our session out there. So you don't have to go anywhere. Stay tuned and keep watching PM eVidya channels. Namaskar.